She said shortly after, this is what I'm being told from that employee, she said her father called her on the phone. She said she could hear her father saying, "Stay with me, Dolph. Stay with me, Dolph. Stay with me, Dolph." She's telling me that the shooting happened inside of the store.
Drove up to see his workers raising their heads from ducking bullets and the young man.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, today we're going to talk about, kind of something we already touched on, in the earlier stages of this whole young Dolph situation, as y'all seen in the clip. It's just good to see that a lot of things are coming to light now. And shout out to Young Dolph _unsolved on Instagram. Like I said, I don't know who's behind that page, but they're doing an incredible job in solving this case by themselves. I don't know whether they the DEA, CIA, or whatever the case may be, but they not letting up on this whole case, and they blowing it out the water. Now, when it comes to the cookie shop and the daughter and the father, right? When this first happened, I told y'all, and if you don't believe me, you go to the old videos that we did covering this whole situation already. They all dated, they all on the channel. You can just check it out for yourself. The stories that these two told us didn't make sense, and it didn't add up, and it was both incorrect on both of their behalves. And that was the first red flag. And when I say that, I mean that the owner of the cookie shop said that his daughter said one thing, and his daughter said that her father said another thing. Their stories didn't add up. She said pretty much that she called the cookie shop or something like that, and her father said that he was in there with young Dolph and he was taking his last breath and he was telling them something. He was telling Dolph, stay alive, right? That was her story. Then his story was that none of that transpired. He said that he came at the end of everything. Right? He pretty much said after all the shots rang out and rang off, he pulled up to the cookie shop on his own. So pretty much saying that he was never there. She's saying that he was there. So like I said, in the beginning, their stories didn't add up, and that was the first red flag. Like I always tell y'all, the truth never changes. It's never an inconsistency in the truth. The truth is just the truth. Whenever you gotta question something and it don't make sense, it's not the truth. I'm sorry. And once again, if you was tapped in with the channel for a long time, y'all remember when we made it be known that the stories that add up, and we pointed it out like, yo, he said this and she said this. She jumped on the next live smoking. She did an interview with somebody. I forgot who she did an interview with. And then she sat there and said, oh, for all the blogs saying that we lying, how we lying, what she said, my father telling me not to say nothing, my parents telling me not to say nothing, but it's hard, so I gotta keep quiet, blah blah. That's not what it is. She trying to say we was making stuff up. We wasn't making nothing up at all. All we was doing was pointing out the flaws and the red flags. Not just me, a couple other bloggers as well. We was pointing out the fact that she said one thing happened and he said another thing happened. That's all we was pointing out. That you can't fault us for that. That's y'all having different stories. Once again, the truth will not be different. The truth will not be consistent. It is what it is. So who's lying and why? And there's a lot of things I be wanting to say on YouTube, but I feel and I know that they're gonna flag, the channel. So I try to stay away from certain topics and saying certain things. However, like we described before, the police on the scene, it didn't make sense. When you look at the police on the scene, nobody looking like they rushing to the aid of young Dolph. They all look a little suspect and skeptical, even down to the video footage. And guess what? It came out. Remember when people used to call me a conspiracy theorist for pointing that stuff out, saying that the police officer looks sus. He don't look like he's really there for to help. They just look like they standing around. All y'all said, well, not all y'all. Some of y'all said, oh, you're crazy, you're a conspiracy theorist. And then come to find out that the cops themselves, Memphis PD, may have had a hand in this whole, situation. It's even been alleged that one of the Memphis PD guys was stealing money out of the trunk of, not the trunk, I think either the trunk or the hood of the car that young Dolph was in, being that he was supposed to shoot a music video that day, so he was already having money in that car. It's a lot going on. What I just wanted to point out to you was the fact that the news lady actually said it, because I know sometimes when y'all hear from me or any other blogger, it's kind of hard to believe. You want to call us conspiracy theorists or whatever. However, this is coming from the news itself, that these two people gave two different stories. So now the real question is, which one is the truth? Why did they lie in the first place? Why did they have different stories in the first place? What really happened? Alright, so like I said, I just want to point that out, man. I'm not gonna keep y'all long. Y'all, if y'all want any insight on what's going on and you want to catch up, just search the page and check out previous videos that we did covering this whole young Dolph situation, man. It's a whole lot of videos, so it is what it is. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping, and I'm out.